The Hero's Journey, the inspiring tale of Dragon Quest, the adventure of Dai. Welcome to an uplifting exploration of Dragon Quest. The Adventure of Dai, a story that transcends its breathtaking world of dragons, magic, and monsters to deliver messages of courage, resilience, and the unshakable power of hope. Today, we'll journey together through Dai's heroic tale, one that inspires us to face challenges with unwavering determination and believe in our own capacity for greatness. This is not just the story of a boy becoming a hero. It's a story about becoming the best version of ourselves. It all begins in a fantastic world, brimming with mythical creatures, powerful magic, and a deep sense of adventure. At its heart is the island of Dermline, a peculiar sanctuary where monsters live peacefully, free from the conflicts that plague the rest of the world. This idyllic island is home to a young boy named Dai, who has been raised by a kind-hearted monster named Brass. With no humans around and little knowledge of the outside world, Dai spends his days dreaming of one thing: to become a hero. The setting immediately draws us in. It's a world full of danger and mystery, but also of hope and possibility. It teaches us early on that even in the darkest places, the seeds of courage can grow. Dai's journey begins not with fanfare, but with simplicity. He's just a kid raised by monsters, blissfully unaware of his destiny. The relationship between Dai and Brass embodies pure familial love, a bond that anchors Dai even as he dreams of leaving Dermline to pursue the life of a hero. It's a relatable foundation. How many of us, as children, dreamed of doing something extraordinary while being held back by the comfort and safety of home? For Dai, this innocence won't last long. A sense of responsibility is calling, and soon his quiet life will be upended. Every hero's story begins with a call to adventure, and for Dai, it comes in echoing waves. One day, his tranquil life on Dermline is disrupted when the dark forces of evil reawaken, threatening the balance of the world. Danger closes in, and it becomes clear that only true heroes can stand against what's coming. In the face of this threat, something extraordinary awakens within Dai, a dormant power hidden deep within him. For the first time, his childhood dream feels tangible, but with it comes the weight of responsibility. Will he rise to the occasion? Dai decides to leave Dermline, stepping into uncertainty and trading his peaceful past for the rocky path of heroism. Once he ventures out into the world, Dai quickly learns that no hero stands alone. He meets unforgettable allies like Pop, the initially timid mage, and Mom, the compassionate warrior. Each brings their own strengths and struggles to the group, and together they complement Dai's burgeoning heroism. Their bond becomes a cornerstone of the story, reinforcing an important message: we're stronger together. Just like in life, it's our relationships and teamwork that empower us to overcome the impossible. Whether it's standing side by side in battle or lifting each other during moments of doubt, Dai and his friends teach us that heroism often flourishes within a group, not just within an individual. Dai's journey is far from smooth. He faces trials that push him to the brink, battles that test his courage, and failures that threaten to crush his spirit. When we dream of being great, the road is never easy. For Dai, every failure serves a purpose. Each setback teaches him to rise again, stronger and more determined. It's through this painful yet necessary growth that he begins to transform, proving that heroism isn't just about strength, it's about resilience. As obstacles mount and enemies grow stronger, Dai matures before our very eyes. He begins to understand that heroism isn't just about fighting battles. It's about protecting others, standing up for what's right, and persevering even when the odds seem insurmountable. Crucially, Dai doesn't just inspire his friends. His actions ripple outward, even moving some of his enemies to question their own paths. This is the mark of a true leader, the ability to inspire not just those who walk beside you, but even those who stand against you. Dai's resolve becomes unshakable, built upon a foundation of duty, compassion, and hope. No hero's journey is complete without formidable antagonists, and Dai's story presents some of the most compelling villains in the world of storytelling. These characters are more than just obstacles. They represent the darkness Dai must overcome, both externally and internally. Their motives often challenge Dai's values, creating moments that test the very core of his beliefs. By facing them, he not only battles evil, but also grows to understand the complexity of the choices that define heroism. One thing remains constant throughout Dai's journey: adversity. Whether it's a powerful foe or the fears within himself, Dai faces challenges that demand both physical strength and emotional growth. These moments of struggle are where the story's heart truly shines. They remind us that failure is not the end, it's a stepping stone. Adversity doesn't defeat heroes, it shapes them. As much as Dai gains on his journey, he also loses. Life as a hero is not without sacrifices, and Dai bears his share of them. Whether it's saying goodbye to those he loves, enduring the pain of betrayal, or confronting the possibility of failure, each sacrifice marks a turning point in his story. These moments strike a deeply emotional chord, reminding us of the sacrifices we must make in our own lives to achieve greatness. They're not easy, but they're necessary, and ultimately, they make the victories all the more meaningful. Perhaps the most inspiring aspect of Dai's story is his unyielding hope. Even when faced with overwhelming odds, he never stops believing in the possibility of a better world. This hope isn't naive, it's a conscious choice. It's something he clings to, even when every voice around him whispers that he should give up. This theme is as relevant to the real world as it is to the fictional one. In our darkest moments, hope is often the only thing that lights the way. Dai exemplifies this so perfectly that his story feels like a call to action for all of us to hold on to hope, no matter how dire the circumstances. While Dai's strength comes from within, he doesn't walk this path alone. Mentors like Brass and fellow heroes like Pop and Mom shape him into the hero he becomes. They guide, challenge, and support him, helping him uncover his true potential. It's a reminder that we all need people in our corner. Mentors, friends, and even rivals can push us to be better. Dai's story beautifully illustrates that growth is not a solitary pursuit, it's a shared journey. Dai's tale is filled with epic battles that showcase his courage and determination. Each victory, big or small, is a testament to his growth as a hero. These moments are more than just flashes of excitement. They're pivotal chapters in Dai's journey, where he proves not just his strength, but his unwavering resolve. But the battles aren't just physical. Dai also fights emotional and moral conflicts that resonate deeply. These internal battles are as significant as the external ones, further cementing his place as a hero worth rooting for. Every hero faces a moment that defines them, a trial so great it forces them to confront their deepest fears. For Dai, this moment tests not just his strength, but his very identity as a hero. It's here that his journey reaches its emotional climax. By overcoming this ultimate challenge, Dai sets an example for all of us. No matter how daunting the obstacle, no matter how deep the fear, we can face it. We can triumph. This is the heart of his story, the lesson that lingers long after the final battle is won. As Dai's journey concludes, he leaves behind more than just victories. He leaves a legacy of hope, courage, and resilience. His actions inspire not just his comrades, but entire generations. But beyond that, he teaches us that heroism isn't just about grand gestures or legendary feats. Sometimes, heroism is simply having the courage to try, the strength to rise after falling, and the determination to make the world a little brighter. Dai's story reminds us that heroism exists within all of us. We don't need magical powers or legendary strength to make a difference. What we need is courage, hope, and the willingness to stand up in the face of adversity. In our daily lives, we encounter struggles that test us. We fall, we fail, and we doubt ourselves. But like Dai, we can choose to rise again. We can choose to fight. And in doing so, we can become heroes, not just for ourselves, but for those around us. So let Dai's journey inspire you. Let it remind you of the incredible strength that lies within you. The world may test you, but you have the power to shape your own destiny. You have the power to be a hero. Thank you for joining us on this inspiring journey through Dragon Quest, the adventure of Dai. Now, it's time for you to write your own heroic story.